The year is 1609. The New World, a land of opportunity, riches, and unimaginable horrors. In the first permanent English colony of Jamestown, settlers came seeking prosperity. Instead, they found starvation, disease, and something far worse. Something horrible. Before we begin, if you love dark history, eerie mysteries, and unsettling truths, make sure to like and subscribe. Now, let's take a journey into one of the darkest chapters of American history. This is the chaotic story of Jamestown. Jamestown was supposed to be a beacon of English strength in the New World. In 1607, a group of men, eager to find gold and establish trade, built their settlement along the James River. But they were unprepared, woefully unprepared. By the time winter came in 1609, known as the Starving Time, everything fell apart. The settlers had expected supplies from England, but delays left them stranded. The local Powhatan tribe, fed up with English demands for food, cut off trade. Soon, the settlers were left with nothing. Their food stores ran out, their livestock died. Hunger set in, and then came the madness. At first, they ate anything they could find. Horses, dogs, cats, even leather belts and shoes. But hunger gnawed at them. Desperation turned to whispers, and the whispers turned to horror. One by one, the bodies of the dead were repurposed. For centuries, rumors of cannibalism haunted Jamestown's history. But in 2012, archaeologists uncovered the gruesome truth. The remains of a 14-year-old girl, known as Janie, were found. Her skull had deep knife marks, evidence of butchering. Someone had sliced through the bone to extract her brain. The settlers had eaten her. The settlers did what they had to do. Or so they told themselves. Soon, stories spread of men digging up graves, of husbands devouring their wives, of mothers eating their children. It was a nightmare beyond imagination. If you're still watching this and haven't subscribed yet, maybe you should. Because the story is about to get even darker. Starvation alone was not their only enemy. The settlers of Jamestown faced horrors beyond human endurance. Here are the top 5 worst things they went through. Number 1, salt poisoning. The James River, once a lifeline for the settlers, became a slow and silent killer. As the drought worsened, the fresh water mixed with salty ocean water, turning it brackish. But thirst doesn't care about consequences. The desperate settlers drank anyway. The result? Salt poisoning. Their bodies swelled, their minds turned foggy, and their stomachs cramped with unbearable pain. Some settlers became so delirious that they wandered into the woods, never to be seen again. Others simply collapsed in their huts, mouths foaming, eyes vacant, as dehydration took its toll. Number 2. Diseases running rampant. Dysentery, typhoid, and pneumonia swept through the colony like a plague. The sick were left to die in filth, their bodies piling up as no one had the strength to bury them. Jamestown was a breeding ground for death and disease. There was no proper sanitation, and the settlers were living in their own filth. Human waste contaminated the little drinking water they had left, leading to outbreaks of dysentery and typhoid fever. Men and women vomited blood, their skin covered in sweat, their bodies ravaged by fever. Pneumonia ran through the colony like wildfire, chilling them to the bone, even as they burned with fever. The worst part: no one had the strength to care for the sick. The bodies piled up inside huts. Infected men lay next to the dead, unable to even move away from the stench of rotting flesh. It wasn't just a colony anymore. It was a plague house. Number 3, human sacrifice or murder. Some accounts suggest that as hunger worsened, the settlers didn't wait for their companions to die. They helped them along. When hunger tightens its grip, desperation becomes a weapon. Some settlers might not have waited for death. To take their neighbors, they might have helped it along. Imagine sitting in a dark corner, too weak to move, too weak to fight back. As a starving settler creeps closer, knife in hand, eyes filled with something inhuman. There were whispers of husbands killing their wives, parents smothering their children, friends turning on each other in the dead of night. One man was even executed for butchering his pregnant wife. Or was he the only one? Or was he just the only one caught? Number 4. Siege by the Powhatan tribe. Native warriors watched from the forests, ensuring no one left the fort. The settlers were trapped rats in a cage, waiting to starve. Number 5. Digging up the dead. When all else failed, they dug up shallow graves, pulling out the rotting corpses of their friends and families. The hunger was too strong. The madness, complete by spring of 1610. Only 60 settlers remained from the original 300. They were nothing more than walking corpses, hollow-eyed, starving shadows of their former selves. When help finally arrived, the rescuers were horrified by what they found. But England couldn't afford bad publicity. The Crown buried the truth, just like they buried the uneaten remains of those who were sacrificed. Jamestown survived, but its darkest secret was whispered for generations. A tale of human desperation, of the fine line between survival and savagery. But ask yourself, if you were there, if you were starving, if you were dying, what would you have done?
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy unsettling history, eerie true stories, and dark mysteries, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a chilling tale. Until next time, stay curious and stay wary.